Let's have some fun. It's football day.
Hello everyone, my name is Christian, welcome to Crispy FIFA, and today's question is: can we win the Champions League and the Bundesliga with Werder Bremen while simming almost all the matches? Let's see. The rules while trying to accomplish this is to sim all the matches in the league except the games against Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund and Hamburg, the rivals from the north, and while playing in Europe, we'll sim all the games except the semi-final home leg and the final. Regarding the transfers, we'll make mostly realistic transfers, but once in a while, maybe when we want to reach another level as a team, we'll make a big signing, a superstar in. And even though I won't show it, I'll train the players really often in between games to improve, and at the end of the season I'll show you the growth of every player and the stats. As you can see, we'll play world class level with 6 minutes half length, currency euros, latest squads, and I disabled the first transfer window because I want the squad to be like in real life till January when we'll make some moves, and for the same reason I disabled the European competition in the first season because in real life Werder Bremen is not qualified, so I wanted to have the same start like in real life. We'll sim the pre-season as well, and of course we'll choose the competition with most money and hopefully we'll raise some good money. But for now, let's assess the squad, the most important thing. We'll start with the captain, Kruse, a really good player, but he's a bit old and he'll start to decline soon, so we'll need to replace him maybe in 2 seasons. In midfield we have a really good player for the future, Eckstein, really good box-to-box player with amazing stamina and attacking and defending work rate at high, so he will be for the future. Klaasen, really good player. In defense, I think we are a bit shaky. We only have 2 decent players in Veljković and Augustinsson. They can grow a lot, so we need to replace the other 2. Begimo can grow a lot, so maybe he can play at the right back in the future. Shahin in midfield instead of Bargfrede, and Rashica instead of Osako, a really young and talented player. Rashica can grow to 80 to 83. We have a lot of dead wood here, so we'll be willing to sell them in January to raise some funds. And we have a really talented young striker, Sargent, 18 years old, 85 potential, so he will be one for the future. Maybe he will replace Kruse in a few seasons, but I'll need to train him really often. And we have a veteran on the bench, Pizarro, not sure how to pronounce it. No way he will be on the bench because he will retire at the end of the season, so we'll replace him with this Japanese guy. And I think this is our first squad, first 18, let's say. As system, we'll play 4-3-3 with defensive midfielder. And regarding the tactics, we'll press, that's for sure. Constant pressure, or I think press after possession loss suits us the best, so we'll play like that with a narrow team to be close to each other while pressing, high on the pitch to help the press as well. Offensive style, fast build-up suits this style the best. Again, narrow team, a lot of players into the box, and medium risk for corners and also for free kicks. And one more important thing for my style of play is to ask my defensive midfielder to cover while pressing, just in case we mistime the press and we leave spaces. I'll ask him to stay back while attacking. And I think we're ready to start the season. But first of all, I see the objective, so finish in the round of 16 in the Cup and within 2 seasons finish in a Europa League spot and finish mid-table in the current season of Bundesliga. That's easy, so I think we're ready to start the season. So, I skipped all the games until the Borussia Dortmund game, but unfortunately my PlayStation didn't record or didn't save the recording for that game. We won the game 2-1. It was our first game played. And now the second one is against Bayern Munich. So one of the biggest changes in the first 11 is the right back, Belimo. He always had good stats regarding the speed, the stamina, good stats for a right back, and I've only trained him on the defensive side. And if you have a career mode with a lower league team, I think he will be a good choice as a right back. This is our team for this game. You can see the Sergeant grew a lot as well, from 64 to 71. The biggest game of the season against the champions, and hopefully the conditions won't intervene with our play, because they are a bad combination with our home kit. Harnik with a good position and a fluke shot. We started well, but it wasn't enough. He totally missed the target, and in the meantime Bayern drew into the game. They have really good quality, and look at that movement by Lewandowski. And good position for a cross, but fortunately Velkovic covered really well. Again, one-touch football, slick passing and a good shot, but the goalkeeper did his job there, and we managed to keep the clean sheet so far. Now a big chance, good space to exploit, and with 2 passes we are off in a good position. Harnik again, his movement is really good. He found Eckstein and fortunately he missed the target, but good position, good chance, and I think we will find more space on the counter-attack. Hopefully we can manage to exploit it. But Bayern again playing good football, really good at keeping the ball, and again the movement from Lewandowski gets us in trouble, and also a bit of luck. They hit the woodwork, so we tried to counter again. What a pass, and Harnik again on the right. This time a better shot, but not good enough to beat Neuer. And we tried to play some football from the back, but they catch us again. Good save by the goalkeeper. We were under pressure. It's normal. Bayern is the best team in the Bundesliga. We need to improve if we want to compete with them. And we didn't really do anything else in the first half. They were much better overall, but we still managed to keep a clean sheet and almost got a really good chance at the end. Harnik to Kruse and almost one-on-one, but he was out-muscled, and the second half starts with us more brave, willing to keep the ball a bit, and early on a really good chance by Kruse, but Neuer is a top goalkeeper. And Bayern again starting to play. Excellent one-touch pass, and look at that. Unstoppable from James Rodriguez. But really bad positioning by my left back. Augustinsson got out. Look at that pass. And look at that. Thunderbolt. Cannon of a left foot. No chance. So Bayern took the lead. We started to play again. We had nothing to lose now. We tried to be more composed. Klaassen gives the ball on the edge of the box. Good turn and goal! 1-1. The Flying Dutchman does what he does best and scores a wonderful goal. He turned the player and plays the shot perfectly because there's no other way to beat Neuer from that distance. The fans love him. He was one of our best players this season. And just take a look. Unstoppable. And the turn makes it even better, and we managed to get a goal, 1-1. Everything looked better, but Lewandowski turns his man, 4v1 here. I tried to cover the space, cover any kind of cross, but I let the best finisher on the pitch through on goal, and he does what he does best. He scores, 2-1 for Bayern. Overall they deserve it maybe, but the game is still not over. We still have time to do something. Here we escape the pressure, but Bayern is up with all the players and there are big spaces. Good pass by Kruse, again Harnik with good movement all game, really good movement, one-on-one, and Neuer saved the shot. Unfortunately, Neuer was really good in this game. Kruse with another cross, and again Harnik. Wasn't his day. With good finishing, with better finishing, he would have had at least one goal this game. Again, still time, but Bayern tried to kill the game off. Good passing. You managed to clear the shot, the cross, and again Kruse, big space, keep the ball, good pass. The substitute Kainz with a really good ball, and somehow my player stopped running and the cutback didn't do anything, and this was the last chance of the game, and unfortunately the game finished 2-1 for Bayern. They deserved. So let's look at the table mid-season. After 17 games we are 4th, 2 points from the 2nd place and 3 from the 8th place, so really close table, the first 8 teams. We only played 2 games against Bayern and Dortmund. One we lost, one we won, so the teams were really good, and with a few additions we can do really good in the season, and hopefully we'll do that. Let's see. So here we are at the end of the January transfer window. We've managed to get 4 players in, 3 starters, 1 for the future. Malang Sarr can play center back and left back, good potential. Jan Bijek, a young center back for the future. We'll have to train him a lot, but he's a good addition. This main man, Shoya Nakajima, a really good player already, can grow a lot, and he's a bit like Insigne from Napoli, a really tricky little player. And the main man, Jean-Philippe Bamin, already an 80 rated player, can grow a lot, and he will play CDM for us. He will be the one that will cover us while attacking, and I think we've improved a lot. We have 3 starters in, but we've also had to sell a few players, so nothing major. You can see Eckstein, but he's not the midfielder, he's just one young striker with the loan out, so nothing major. And I think now we have a much better first 11, and in the summer we will add a few more. But let's see the current squad, the current starting lineup. You can see Augustinsson is injured, he will be out for 2 months, so in the meantime Malang Sarr will play on the left and Langkamp in the center of the defense. Shahin will be on the bench and Bamin will take his place, and Nakajima on the left. I think this is a much better starting 11, and I think we are ready to go through the season and hopefully climb the table or at least keep our 4th place. So let's see. What? With 2 hours left in the transfer window, AS Monaco paid the release clause for our goalkeeper Jiří Pavlenka, and even though there are a lot of money, we don't really have time to find the replacements, so we need to hurry up and try to convince him to sign a new contract. So let's go. Come on, mate, don't leave us like that. Hopefully we manage to do this, because otherwise we are in big trouble. So he wants crucial role, no problem with that. I completely agree with him. 3 years, it's a bit not good enough. Let's see, 4 years. He agreed to that as well. No release clause, no thank. What? No, mate. I'm done with release clauses. And let's see how much money. No, he didn't ask for anything, so I'll give him 50. Hopefully it's enough. We don't want to risk anything, so yeah, we managed to keep him. And now kick off the rest of the season, and hopefully it will be even better than this. So look who's here, the Hitman, going head to head in the biggest game of the season. You know it, Bayern Munich away. Hopefully this time we are more prepared, because they are at home. They are really motivated to finally decide the title at home in front of the fans. Good atmosphere. We've improved on paper, and hopefully the team had time to gel. We are in a good position as well. Borussia Dortmund are just behind us and waiting for us to make mistakes. And look at the table. We are 5 points from Bayern, and Borussia Dortmund just 1 point behind us. Bayern Munich is starting with a really good team. First team, they are motivated to win. We are the same. Hopefully a better performance than last time, and we'll start with our best lineup. The new signings, Sar, Bamin, and also up front Nakajima start, and hopefully we can at least make a close game with the champions and maybe the next champions as well. So we start the game motivated. Come on, boys. Bayern on the front foot with Coman on the right. Delivers a good cross, but we manage to clear it, and we have the chance to counterattack. Glazen, big space for Nakajima on his bike. Nakajima, good turn and shot, but Boateng managed to clear it. We started the game brave, but Bayern has all the quality in the world. Switches the play. Coman on the ball. Good pass for Alaba, who delivers a delicious cross, but Müller doesn't get the chance to head it in. Keeps the ball, Kimmich on the ball. Again, Müller turns his man, good cross. We clear it again. Bamin passes to Kruse, who has an awful first touch. Lewandowski to James, and look at that. How can you stop that? Again, I don't know how, but he scored another brilliant goal, just like in the other match. He just seems to like playing against us, and look at that. Just unstoppable. Great camera angles. Look at that. Fair play, great goal. Rashica finds space on the counter. Good pass to Kruse. Glazen, Ekstey, Nakajima, and good overlap by Augustinsson. Gets a shot, but it's blocked again. Good movement, good passing by my team. And now a long ball. Lewandowski wins the header. Coman again on the right. And they get a jammy goal from nothing. The goalkeeper throws a long ball. A header won by Lewandowski. And Coman free on the right. And we managed to screw things up in the box. And they get a second goal. They didn't really play that good. And somehow they are 2 goals up in the first half. And we've done our job even more difficult than it was already. So hopefully second half we play much better, because we don't really deserve to be here. Again we start the second half brave. Good turn. Rashika wins a free kick against Alaba. A good chance. Alaba gets a yellow card. And hopefully we'll have a good delivery into the box. We need to score early if we want to get something out of the game. Ekstein with the free kick. Kruse tries an overhead kick, and Sar, not the best finisher. Again Sar tries to be clever from the back, but they almost scored again. We need to be more calm, more composed. But they are at home, they have a lot of quality, and somehow they find space for Müller, but the goalkeeper saves again. Again, a lot of problems on that side, on Behemoth's side. They exploited that side a lot, and we need to improve something, because all the chances were on his side somehow. And Rashika didn't really help him either. Look at that again on his side. Big space. Gnabry, but Veljković covers well. Bayern pushing for the third goal, but Klaassen with a great interception, and we have a big space. Rashika keeps the ball well. Ekstein with his energy up top. The ball to the captain. Good run by Augustinsson. 1-on-1. Goal! We are back in the game. One more goal and a point will be unreal, away from home to the champions. But what a goal, what a team goal. We didn't really play that well, but this goal is really well made by the team, and hopefully we stay calm and maybe push for another goal, because every point counts. Bayern pushing for the third goal. Good passing, really bad positioning by Veljković, bad offside trap. Wagner with a cross, and how does he get so much space into the box? Gnabry completely free into the box. And look at that weak challenge by Veljković. Bad positioning, and then such a weak challenge. And because of that, Gnabry gets the third goal, and probably the game is finished. Bayern wins the Bundesliga again at home. And it's not enough for them. They seem to want a fourth goal, and they almost got it. They hit the crossbar. The game finished. We need to improve because we didn't really play good. We have a game against Dortmund now, the main rivals for the second place. Hopefully we improve, because this is not good enough if we want the second place. But let's see. We need to change something. On the right side we had a lot of problems, so I decided to put Ekstein to help Behemoth on the right instead of Rashika, who doesn't really come back. And I'll put Shahin in midfield to help us control the game a bit better, to have some good passing. And hopefully this will give us a chance to win the game, because it's even more important than the one against Bayern. We are at home. We have no excuse. The fans are behind us. The table is really close. There's a lot of pressure on both teams. look at the table. They are just 1 point behind us, the same number of goals scored. We've conceded one more goal than them, so really close. We'll play with Behimo, Velkovic, Sar, Augustinsson, Bamin, Shakin and Klazen in midfield, and on the right Eckstein, middle Kruse and Nakajima on the left. Good team, and they also have a great team, a lot of young talented players: Roberto, Diallo, Akanji and Hakimi in defense, Witzel and Weigl in midfield, and up front Royce, Kagawa, Pulisic and Alcacer. They are really good as well, they are motivated, there's a lot of pressure on both teams. Hopefully we at least get a draw, but I want to win, we are at home, no excuses. We can lose this, boys, we can lose this. Come on boys, let's start well. So Dortmund started a bit better. Alcacer finds space and delivers a shot from angle, but Giri saves it. At the near post. Again a good shot from Pulisic this time, and actually if you look at it, it's a really difficult save for the goalkeeper, because look, the shot is deflected and it's really difficult to change your feet. Again, Pulisic finds big space, this time on the left, and Giri saves it again. He tried to lob it. They were much better, much motivated in the first half. Again, this time Hakimi with a low shot, Giri saves again. And we didn't create much in the first half. Actually, we only had one chance, this chance, but as you can see, we managed to score from it, so it was enough. A great goal, a great leap by Eckstein. He managed to leap above Hakimi, and a great header. We didn't really deserve to be 1-0 up in the first half, but we were more clinical than them, and sometimes luck needs to be on your side to win big games. And hopefully in the second half we'll play much better. You can see we only had one shot. They had 8 and 3 on target. Even the possession was in their favor, so we were a bit lucky, but hopefully second half we rely more on decent play than luck. Eckstein passes his man, delivers a good cross. Klazen, the captain, good turn and decent shot, but I think it was off target. Yes, off target, but we started better than the first half. And I think I make a change. I'll put Eckstein back in midfield and I'll put Rashika on for counterattacks. Hopefully we'll find some space to exploit and score the second goal. And also I'll ask Behimo to stay back while attacking, because I don't want any space in behind for their fast forwards. So this time Witzel with a dummy, good one too, and decent shot by Giri again. Surely man of the match, the best player on the pitch. They risked a lot, so we found spaces. Rashika with a great ball. Klazen takes the ball from Nakajima, turns his player and Kruse! Yes! 2-0, the captain scores the decisive goal, and we managed to beat the main rivals for the second spot in the table, and I think this will be enough to secure the second place, even though we'll have 2 more games left. I'll sim the other 2 games, hopefully we'll get at least 1 win from that, and that will be a great season for us, and hopefully in the summer we will improve, we'll get some good players in and be ready for the Champions League as well. So the game finished 2-0. Now let's see the other 2 games and let's see the table. Good finish of the season. We've managed to get the second place. We've seen the last 2 games and one of them was lost, but even that was enough to cement the second place, just 1 point above Dortmund. In the fourth place is Schalke, the champions Bayern. And overall it was an amazing season for us. I want you to see the squad now. Some great improvements. And also I think you're not surprised to see the goal scorer. Obviously the captain, Kruse, 25 goals and 9 assists. So great return, but he started to decline already, -1. Rashica, the second goal scorer, really good on that right side. Glazen, the only one with double digits in assists and goals. Nakajima, great return since coming in January. Eckstein, really good, some good assists and some good goals. And overall, great improvement. We still have a few old players that will start to decline, including the captain, but he will stay for 1 season for sure, maybe more. And Augustinsson grew a lot, Sar improved a lot and will improve, but look at Felix Behimo. Even though he made some mistakes in the games I played, he improved a lot, and I think he will be even better next season. Not necessarily as a starter, but the defense is growing together. Bamin grew as well. Johan Eckstein, the lone striker, grew a lot, and look at him, the main man. He's injured now for 3 months, but he grew by 11. That's an amazing growth, and I think at the end of the next season he will maybe take the mantle from Kruse, the captain. And overall, really interesting squad, because we have a lot of young players with room for improvement, and they will only get better. And with a few additions in the summer, I think next season we'll have a really good squad, so we can challenge at least to get out of the groups of the Champions League and still cement our place in the top 4 in the league. Hopefully we'll get the players we want, and can't wait for the next season. But before ending it, I wanted you to see who's the goal scorer in the league. Kruse, the captain, just 2 goals ahead of Lewandowski and Coman with 18 goals. Finally, I want to say that I'm really excited for next season, because we've got Champions League back, so 2 major competitions to challenge, and because of that we'll need to improve the squad in quality and depth. And I wanted to thank you for listening, for watching, and hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you liked it, you can subscribe, and see you next season. Bye bye.